Hello there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. So I've just taken a trip to my local plant nursery, Golden Days, local to where I live, and I've bought a number of plants, hoping to create a little tropical vibe in a corner of my garden and using containers, so not planting in ground. So this may be useful for people who don't have a garden, got a balcony or a yard, but they still want to create a sort of tropical vibe to their outdoor area. So I'm using containers. I won't be planting any of these in ground. So I'll start off with the first plant, and this is a Bishop's Dahlia. It's got beautiful bronze foliage, one of my favourite dahlias. Now, bishops come in different colours. This one's like a lovely sort of deep orange, and it costs $7.99, and it's a hefty size. It's deceptive how big this plant is. It's quite bushy, and it's got lots of stems and a lovely deep vibrant colour to the flowers as well. So that's going to make a nice contrast to the other plants that I've bought. But yeah, so I'm going to repot it into a slightly bigger pot, but I'll move on to the next plants. And it's a good idea if you visit your local plant nurseries or big box DIY stores, they may have plants for sale. And I've got this Enset Morelli, which Abyssinian banana or Ethiopian banana, that's reduced from £9.99 to £5. So they had 3 left, so I got the last 3, and they're all a decent size as well. So I wouldn't normally get Enset Morelli for this price I should say. So I had grown Enset Morelli before in the past, and I've had pups from them. I had to do the pups myself, sort of divide the corm up, but I thought I'll get the 3, why not? And I'm going to plant them up together in very large tub. And I've got a very large tub that I had a Musabaz stew in last winter, and what happened is I've just left the corm in there. So I thought, well, I'll dig out the top layer of the soil of that in that tub. I'll just show you. This is the tub, and that mound there in the middle was the remains of the Musabaz stew. So I'll clear off the top layer and add some bloodfish and bone and some pellets, manure pellets, because they are heavy feeders. Now this is a colocasia, and this one has got lovely black leaves. Again, I'm going for this sort of dark foliage look, but you know, green colocasias are just as nice, but this one's called Black Magic, and these love water. So the place where these were being sold in Golden Days was on a stand with like a couple of inches of water, along with other water-loving plants. So I'm going to have to improvise and maybe get a bucket, fill it with water so that the water will stay in there and it will have room to spread the roots. Now this is lobelia, and it's a perennial lobelia, so it's not like the annual that you can put in a hanging basket, but it is a lobelia nonetheless, and it's got this lovely foliage, contrasting scarlet leaves, scarlet flowers I should say, and it is a half-hardy perennial, so it's not really a cold, it probably won't stand, you know, very low temperatures, so I'm going to have to protect that if I want to keep it growing. And that costs $8.99, which is quite cheap, because in the past I've seen these full-size lobelias for about £16, so that's why I thought I'm going to get it, you know, while the price is down. So I think I've done well here, this group of plants for £40, and I've already got compost, so and I've got manure pellets and fertilizer, so I'm going to get cracking and get these, start potting these up. So this bucket that I had, I can't remember what else was in this, but I've added some gravel at the bottom, and I've got some water, and what I'm going to do is fill up with compost so it acts like a sponge, and because there's no drainage holes, the water's going to stay in there. So I filled it with compost. Look at the roots on that colocasia, and they do have runners as well, so you'll get multiple plants if you get this right. You know, you've got to keep it moist. They don't like it dry at all. These are plants that grow at the side of ponds and riverbanks. So that's potted up. Now what I've done with the big tub, I've taken out the corm, the Musa dew, added some more fresh fertiliser, bloodfish and bone, manure pellets, because these Abyssinian or Enset Morelli bananas, or Musa or false banana, they're really heavy feeders, and they will grow pretty fast if you give them the right conditions. So here's everything potted up. I've grouped them together along with some existing plants of mine. I've got some cannas at the bottom that I've grown from seed, and I may add a few more plants, but I have to keep some of this area at the back empty because I need access to the water tap and so on. So the plants, I'll keep these as a group for now. As I say, I may jig things around and move things if they find that they're not doing well in this position, but I think for now they look pretty good, and hopefully they'll grow rapidly. Got my olive tree at the back there, and the kiwi, you see the kiwi is coming through. Look at the foliage on that, it's beautiful. Yeah, so a great idea if you've got a small area and you want to have that jungle vibe or tropical vibe. Use containers, get them in containers, and much easier to do than digging things into the ground and then having to dig them up later in the year. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.